So EC feeds to EP via HRIS sync, and when you go to the HRIS sync, there is a employee profile that feeds to talent, and then that is the UDF file that goes into LMS, and then you can do that using the integration. Is that okay? Okay, like this. Yeah, there are many ways. You can manually, I've seen people, just delete, add users manually, or do a live, integration. But it's not from EC, it's from EP, which is similar, same thing. So I can see the completed items for this particular user, and then all these things will go into reporting, right? This is the basic data record for a user. Who is the user? What are some of the competencies? What are the assigned items for this particular user, and what has he completed? So this is the basic employee record that will generate and run a lot of the reporting. Same thing, I can copy a user. I can delete this particular user. I can view the user's talent profile. It means it's the link back to the EP. I can same thing. Looks like I can proxy and then log in as this user. I can send a notification. I can assign learning. Okay, I can bookmark this particular page. Just like let's look at some more records that are good. Let me look at my own profile. See. Yep, you can see these are assigned to me. Let's say the required date here is 2016 August. So this thing should show up as not past, but it's coming in the future, basically. So this is in the the future class, and I can just save the particular record. And then when I go back to my home page, right here, or I actually go back to my learning, and if I test course, now it's showing as due later. It used to be past due, now it came back as the due later. I can change the dates, and now it's going to show up as overdue depending on however you selected the class. And here there was a class called comparative market strategies. I can launch the class depending on looks like the course is ACI 33 AICC 3. Let's see, maybe it's set up, it's not set up correctly. So that's the external class actually. Okay, there was a problem. I think it's trying to launch a link. Let me see. Ah, very nice actually. So this is going to Skillport. Skillsoft, there is some a connector called Skillsoft, and it's actually trying to launch a connector. You can see here, skillport.com. It's trying to connect to a connector, and then connector will launch a online content for you. I don't know if it is set up correctly, but you should see a nice Adobe Flash like class coming here. You should have a navigation buttons left, right, some nice audio visual site. Hopefully, if our luck is good. Yeah, very beautiful. Okay, so now I was able to launch the class, and this class is connecting via Skillport. It's a library of all the classes. It's like a third-party library, and this is an audio-visual class completely. I'm launching it. I'm just gonna go. There are 2 of 5 classes. I can
The competitive environment is becoming increasingly demanding. Market shares are shrinking, market behavior is changing, and key markets are maturing. As a result, companies are realizing the need for more innovative and strategic marketing. You can identify the capabilities that have the potential to give your organization a competitive advantage by performing an internal analysis. You can also focus specifically on assessing and improving your organization's implementation of marketing strategies and its ability to innovate, which is another important source of competitive advantage. In this course, you'll learn about competitive marketing strategies and the role of internal analysis in developing them. You'll learn how to identify which of your organization's resources affect its ability to compete and how to identify core capabilities. You'll also learn how marketing and innovation audits can help you build better marketing strategies by helping you understand where your organization stands now and where it needs to go.
As you can see, this was a very audio-visual content. This is what typically I would see in most organizations. It could be a safety video, security video, internal governance video. It could be saying, telling me, how to behave as an employee, not accept any, bribes. How to be safe during my, location. There are lots of classes, whatever skills that I need to access. And then this class has been designed by somebody like a marketing strategy, marketing analysis, HR people, and then you work with somebody who develops the class, the content. Work with Skillport, .com, or work with LearningHorizons.com. There's a lot of companies that develop these kind of classes, and all you're doing is basically linking this class through something called, I can see here, this is a AICC format. This class, AICC is a protocol for training exchange. So it's connecting basically from the Skillport library. It's connecting using AICC protocol, and it's connecting via the test instance I have. Again, it has a token, who is the user, and it's authenticating that user, right? I'm not logging into this site. It's authenticating, authorizing me to log in directly into the site, and then launching it, and then I complete the class, and then it records the class for me. It records it, and that means I took the class, I completed this, the required mandatory certification, and I can also take the test and pass it. A few years back, there was this a big deal, like Sarbanes-Oxley. Everybody was supposed to take the certification. What is Sarbanes-Oxley? Um, you know, um, Whether, how does it apply to you? How do you do records retention? You don't want to destroy the records. You want to make sure that any changes that you make to your IT systems, impact or has a material impact, into your, because of the after Enron, there came a lot of rules and regulations what a companies can do and cannot do. So you're supposed to require the taking and pass the test, and those tests were supposed to be recorded and then audited at later purposes, because there's a chain of accountability, right? So the board of directors is asking the senior manager is asking every employee kind of a certification that I'm not doing anything illegal throughout my company, and everybody is asking them to certify. So this is kind of the training that companies go through. A typical online audiovisual class: create it, link it, launch it, and record it within your system, and have a proof that you took the class. And I can now exit the class, and I can see a certificate of completion. I can see that I took the training. I can keep it for my own records. Okay, exit the course. If I want, I can go back, launch it. I can go back to my own curriculum. So I did that as an end user. I saw that there was a class assigned to me, and I can see that this is an external link, AICC external link. Says I self-assigned it to myself, looks like, and then I continued the class, and I launched the class. And then we'll see this, in the next couple of, instances of the classes. Now I can see that, I went into Sherry's, Albert's website, and actually I assigned myself as a manager. So now I see these two people in my team. I am the manager for this guy, and I'm the manager for this guy. So if I'm a manager, I can see, oh yeah, this course is overdue for this girl, and these are all the due that are coming. Oh, she didn't take the first aid class. How come? Maybe it's mandatory for this particular company. Let's say if you're a hospital, right? If you're a nurse, this must be a mandatory training for you. You know, I can go and say, oh, Sherry, how come you didn't take the first aid class? How come you didn't take the safety and accident prevention class? How come you didn't take those classes? So I can go bother her, bug her, make sure she takes the class. And it's very typical. We get so bogged down in day-to-day work, and we completely overlook a class that is completely mandatory. I work at an oil and gas company, and they bother you to take ton of classes every quarter. I mean, it's like you got to close your eyes, close your ears, and take the class. It's just it's a must. So safety prevention, how to prevent slip and fall, how to go down the stairs, how to not use cell phone, how to not do this or not. So there'll be too much training sometimes, and I have to go back, click on it, and then go launch it, take the class, and then show my boss that I passed the class. Okay, so just to recap the three views, there is a end user view. There is a manager view. I can see my team. I can see the classes they're going to be taking, the classes they're not going to be taking. I can assign some classes back to them. I can, as an administrator, I can go back and I can look at some of the classes that basically I can arrange. I can create catalogs, create users, assign items, connect to Skillsoft connectors, and then launch the classes. Let's watch a tutorial, okay? It's coming up, I guess, slow.
Welcome to the administrator interface of the system. To help you get started, we're going to look at basic user navigation, configuring the admin homepage, and managing records. The button bar provides an easy way to access groups of commands and entities based on your assigned role or function in the system. Click the buttons at the top of the screen to view all of the menu items on the left. Each menu item expands to display the related entities. Many items have a number of data elements that are referenced in a series of lists. These lists are available in one easy-to-access references area. Locate the data element you wish to modify from the submenu options and make your changes. All reference data is available as an overlay, so that accessing these records does not interfere with the main data that is being worked with. Additionally, many reference values can be added directly from the main form. This allows for the real work to be done more efficiently. All of the system reports are available under one easy-to-find Reports button. Click it and use the search box on the left to find and access one of the many available reports. Help is available via the Help icon in the upper right corner of each screen. Help is context-sensitive to give you the help you need where you need it. Searching. The search bar has two functions: quickly finding commands like adding items, and searching for entities within the system. This combined search functionality allows you to find, create, and modify data as fast as possible. You can find commands by entering the action or entity you'd like to manage into the search box. Select it from the list and complete the process. You can also search for entities, such as users or items, using the search box. Enter keywords for the entity you'd like to find and click the Go button. The system completes the search with the results below. Click the column headings to sort the data in ascending or descending order, or use the search boxes to further filter your results. Configuring the admin homepage. The administrator homepage is extremely configurable. Quick links are available from the homepage, along with a configurable area that can contain any information that needs to be made available to administrators. Any command available from the search bar can be configured to appear in the quick link area, giving the administrator access to whatever they do most. Quick links can be configured into groups that allow larger processes to be defined and accessed from within one area. This allows for the processes that are defined within the organization to be followed, allowing work to be done based on internal process rather than following prescribed processes with any computer system. The quick links can be defined on a global level and then personalized by every administrator, always following any security permissions allowed for that user. In order to provide more access to the quick link groups, the administrator can select Guide Me on any group process and access that process from anywhere within the application. This allows the process to follow the user until the tasks are complete. Managing records. Bookmarking frequently used records is a very useful tool that allows administrators to find entities within the system quickly. Bookmarks can be organized in folders and are searchable to quickly find commonly used entities no matter how you manage them. Bookmarks are available at all times within the application, and getting to frequently used records easily allows for more to be accomplished in less time. Finding records that were recently accessed allows users to get back to records that they've recently used. Recently accessed records are available from anywhere, and the feature tracks enough data so the user's activity in recent sessions is just a click or two away. Commonly used record types have been designed to allow administrators to view and edit in a consolidated format. This allows better access to the information, with commonly used information more obvious and data accessed less frequently more recessed, to make the entire experience more intuitive. In addition to the basic record layout being architected to bring the most useful information to the forefront, each record is now configurable to allow administrators to tailor this layout. The summary fields can be defined and set to required if desired, so that necessary information within the customer business process is now mandatory. In addition, the various associations themselves can be turned off to simplify the layout and remove unneeded fields and data from the interface. Thank you for viewing this tutorial. Additional help is always available by selecting the help icon from any screen.
So I can actually make this into a class. This is actually a Success Factors admin, like a HTML player. I can see that this is a HTML player, and this is like an audio video link. So I can make this into a class and assign that to maybe an LMS administrator who may be joining my organization. So that's what the class is all about. The content is already created for you. Somebody is going to be creating PowerPoint presentations, Word documents, videos, audio visual, Flash, multitude of whatever is available out on the 3D, anything that is available, and you can link a class and then deliver it to your targeted audience. So that's the nutshell. That's what LMS is all about. You should install a team viewer. I'll try to figure out what the security issue is so you can access the link without team viewer. If not, that's the worst case scenario, is the how to access this link. And then we go from here. I think I'm missing maybe one or two people, I'm not sure. So just wanted to give you an intro to this class, and then next class we'll meet again same time at 9 a.m. Central. Any questions so far? Did you